This message is for you. Every time I watch you be yourself, I'm low-key in awe. You've got too much rizz for one heart to handle, and the wild part is, you don't even try. That's what gets me every single time. It's not some rehearsed act, not some carefully crafted image, not some performance you put on for the world. It's just you. Unfiltered. Authentic. Existing exactly as you are, and somehow, that's enough to stop me in my tracks. You have this energy that sneaks up on people. At first, it seems effortless, almost casual. But the longer someone pays attention, the more impossible it becomes to ignore. It's in the way you speak, the way you laugh, the way you carry yourself without needing validation from every person around you. You don't demand attention, yet attention naturally finds you. I've tried to figure out exactly what it is about you. Maybe it's your confidence. Maybe it's your kindness. Maybe it's the way you make people feel seen without even realizing you're doing it. Or maybe it's all of it combined into something that doesn't really have a name. Because some people are attractive because they know how to impress others. You're attractive because you're comfortable being yourself, and those are two completely different things. There are moments when I watch you interacting with people and I realize something. You don't shrink yourself to fit into spaces. You don't twist your personality into whatever version you think people want. You simply show up as you are. That kind of authenticity is rare. The world teaches people to wear masks. It teaches them to hide the weird parts, the vulnerable parts, the parts that don't fit neatly into expectations. But you somehow make being yourself look effortless, and that's powerful. I don't think you realize how many people are inspired by that. I don't think you realize how many people admire things about you that you probably take for granted. The way you light up when you're passionate about something. The way your eyes seem to tell stories before you even say a word. The way your smile changes the entire atmosphere around you. The way your presence can turn an ordinary moment into something memorable. It's the little things, the things you probably don't even notice. The things that make people smile when they think about you later. Sometimes I wonder if you truly understand your impact, because from where I'm standing, it's impossible not to notice. You have this ability to make life feel lighter, not because you pretend everything is perfect, not because you're trying to entertain everyone, but because you bring a genuine energy that reminds people it's okay to be themselves too. That's a gift, and gifts like that don't come around often. I know the world can be loud. I know people project their expectations, opinions, and assumptions onto others all the time, but I hope you never let that noise convince you to become someone else. Because the version of you that exists right now is already remarkable, not because you're flawless, not because you have all the answers, but because you're real. There is something incredibly attractive about someone who isn't trying to be perfect, someone who laughs at their own mistakes, someone who keeps moving forward despite uncertainty, someone who chooses authenticity over approval. That's you. And honestly, it's refreshing. The more I observe you, the more I appreciate the small details, the way you react when something genuinely excites you, the way your personality shines brightest when you're not even thinking about it, the way you naturally create connections without forcing anything. Those moments reveal the most beautiful parts of who you are, and every time I witness them, I'm reminded why you're unforgettable. You don't have to chase attention, you don't have to compete with anyone, you don't have to prove your worth. Your presence speaks for itself, your energy speaks for itself, your character speaks for itself, and together, they create something magnetic. Something that can't be copied. Something that belongs entirely to you. The truth is, there are a lot of people in this world, a lot of faces, a lot of personalities, a lot of stories, but every once in a while, someone comes along who feels different, someone whose presence lingers long after the conversation ends. Someone whose smile randomly crosses your mind hours later. Someone who makes ordinary days feel a little brighter. You're that person. And I don't know if enough people tell you that. I don't know if enough people remind you how special your energy really is. So let me be one of them. Never underestimate yourself. Never underestimate your influence. Never underestimate the impact your authenticity has on people. The things that make you unique are the same things that make you unforgettable. The quirks, the habits, the random thoughts, the little expressions, the imperfect moments, all of it, especially all of it, because perfection is forgettable, authenticity isn't. And that's why every time I watch you simply be yourself, I'm left in awe. Not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you don't have to. You walk into a room carrying something far more powerful than appearance, status, or attention. You carry a genuine spirit, and that's rare, that's beautiful, that's unforgettable. So if you ever doubt yourself, remember this. There is a version of you that exists in the minds of people you've inspired without realizing it, a version of you that made someone smile on a difficult day, a version of you that reminded someone to stay true to themselves, a version of you that left an impact simply by existing, and that version isn't fake. It isn't exaggerated, it's real. It's you, and honestly, that's the reason your rizz hits different, because it isn't manufactured, it isn't forced, it isn't calculated, it's just the natural result of someone being unapologetically themselves. And every time I see that, every time I witness that authenticity, every time I watch you move through life with that unique energy, I'm reminded of something simple. The world needs more people like you, people who aren't afraid to be real. People who aren't afraid to be genuine, people who don't realize how extraordinary they are because they're too busy being themselves. So keep being you, keep laughing the way you laugh. Keep dreaming the way you dream, keep showing up exactly as you are, because trust me, the version of you that's effortlessly authentic is already more captivating than any version you could ever pretend to be, and every time I watch you be yourself, I'm still low-key in awe.